Hey guys, apparently it's the year of the Husqvarna here. We got ourselves another one. My boss's brother-in-law was looking for one with a bagger, a rider with a bagger, so I found him one. It's a YTH 2042, 20 horse, 42-inch deck. It's actually pretty clean. It's got some whoops here and some whoops there, some up here, but otherwise not in bad shape. So, and it's got the hand control instead of the foot control. Problem is, motor went boom, so there's no hole in the side of the deck, or the side of the motor, I don't think, unless it's behind the starter. I don't think so. So there's no hole in it, but clearly a problem. So I got another Briggs 18 horse, I believe it is, but it should go in here just fine. It's a little older one, but same thing, so no biggie. So we're gonna do that, and I don't think it needs really much of anything else. I think the belts are all good. I can't remember. Yeah, blades look good. I don't think they've had a sharpen on them, so that's good. I can't remember how many hours are on it. We did check it. There's no battery in it right now. I can't remember what the hours were. I think they were low, so we'll get going on it. Alright, so right now I have it mostly stripped apart. I could take the head off, but I think I'm going to leave it on there for now. So I'm attempting to do this without crawling underneath. I've got three of the mounting bolts out except this one, and I don't have the pulley bolt out. So I'm going to attempt to do all that again without going underneath it. So in order to do that though, I gotta disconnect the front of the, take the belt off and disconnect the front of the deck here and just let it droop down. It gives me plenty of room to drop the pulley off. I have the clutch brake pushed in to give the drive belt some slack, and so hang on. All right. That out. Okay. Now if you can see, yeah. See, I just let the pulley dangle there with the drive belt connected to it. And let's see, we'll take out the last remaining mounting hole. Okay, so it is out, and Normally at this stage I pressure wash all the grease and dirt off of it, but I think I can just wipe this down by hand because it's pretty clean. It's just dirt, you know, like just dust. So this thing had no oil leaks. This engine had no oil leaks. I mean, I did pressure wash it, I think. You can tell where the starter was. But really, it was just like dirt. It wasn't really bad at all. So, it is low on oil. Well, it's going to give you a false reading now if I show you. But I guess that's what did it. It just ran it low on oil. It was, you know, like a little bit on the dipstick, so it was pretty low. So it's just a reminder. Always check your oil. Alright. Alright, so off camera I mounted the engine, the new engine going on here, and put the pulley back on. I put just a little bit of blue Loctite on the pulley bolt just to make sure it stays in, doesn't work its way out. I took the carburetor that was on this engine. Now, I haven't ran this engine in a couple years. It's just been sitting on the shelf waiting for something to go into, and it's going in here. Now, what was in here was technically a 20 horse. Remember, there's a 42-inch deck on here. And this engine is an 18 and a half. Plenty of power. So I'm not worried about any of that. And I will be disclosing that to the new owner, even though you're not going to know the difference anyway. But and I gotta put a battery in it yet. Battery's sitting right there. It's a used battery, but I gotta get out. I gotta go get some new batteries. I'm all out. That one came out of something, a parts one or something, I don't know. It's what, a 2020? Yeah, 2020. Yeah, 2020 battery. Actually, December of 2020, so, you know, it's not that old. So all we got left here is just buttoning up the carburetor. Like I said, I took the one off this engine, and this carburetor came off the blown engine. It's in good shape and all that, so we're gonna go with it. Of course, it bolted right up to it, no problems. So it had this filter in it, and we're gonna put in a new one, new red one. And the gas lines are all still really good shape. And then their little EPA hose plugs into the back of that. Gotta put our if that's sitting right. Maybe it was supposed to go in there. I thought it was upside down. This guy. What? Must be sitting the right way. I thought you were supposed to be able to slip the cable in through the top. Whatever. It is what it is. So I'm going to adjust it. I can. It's all the way over there like that. I wasn't watching her choke. Oh yeah. Now it's not working. It was a second ago. So what we'll do is doesn't want to move now. Boy, it's really being stubborn. Why is everything always got to be stubborn when you're trying to film? Alright. Yep. Right there. So I'm watching. Full choke every time. That's good. So now hanging up on something. Not really sure what it's hanging up on. It just never fails. Every time I start filming, things gotta give me a hassle. I don't understand. It seems like you can't see it. Like it's this piece here. Maybe there's something different. I'm gonna look at the other engine. Hang on. Alright, so the other engine, the one that was in here that blown up, doesn't have this tin piece and it comes all the way around to this side. It has this part, but it starts under here and doesn't have any tin here. So then what it has is this piece here. So I'm gonna just take a whiz wheel and cut this section off. That way it should be level with that. Or at least that's the idea. So hang on. Okay, so what I did is I just cut out about this much of that piece. And but I ran into another snag. Now, the top of this, including a bunch of other stuff, was already taken off this engine, and then the parts or whatever were thrown in one of the bags for the bagger. And it did not have the screen or any of that. So as you can see, the screen is a problem. Now it'll work for our starting purposes right now, just to see if it runs and all that. But I'm gonna have to go look in my Horde and come up with a screen, because this one would be fine if it was up higher. In fact, maybe if nothing else, I could put little risers, washers or something in there to bring it up, because there's just too big of a gap around here, you know, to let stuff in there. So I'll have to figure that out later. So I just put a few bolts in the top. I didn't, and then there's a little screw that goes here. I'm not going to put that in right now. So I'm going to put the battery in, and then we'll come back, put some gas in it, because I drained all the old gas out of it, and we'll see if she'll fire for us. Okay, so got the battery in, trying to raise you guys up. There we go. Got the battery in, and I'm not gonna, well, one, I don't have a new one, so I'd have to go get one, but this is the air filter that was in it, and it's plenty good. Nothing wrong with that thing. So, just so you all know, that's what we're doing there. So, saving a little money, and I didn't have to change the plug or the alternator or anything. It was all the same stuff, same plug, you know, which is just your charge wires and your coil wire and your fuel solenoid. So that was nice. I didn't have to change any of that. So let's put some gas in it. Is it all pouring out over on your end? Oh good, it's not. I can't even remember how many hours are on this thing. Pretty sure we checked it. When I got it, he hooked some motorcycle battery to it so I could see the hours. I can't remember what they were. And they are 331. So not bad. Okay. We're winning. All right, so, well, I'm not going to put this on here because I still have to take the cover off and go figure out the screen deal. It's, what is it? It's 10:15 at night, so it's dark. I'll have to wait till tomorrow, and we'll take it for a spin and see if it cuts grass. Blades are already sharpened. I did that. I greased up the front end, you know, the axle and the spindle and all that is all greased up. So a couple little odds and ends and we're ready to fly. Alright, it's the next day. So you can see I got the proper screen that belongs in there, and a little cap, and what else did I do? Oh, over on the bagger side, this part here was gone. There was nothing holding it, and you can see the guy had like lots of duct tape on here. There was duct tape on the inside too. The duct tape was gone when I got it, but I didn't know why all the duct tape was there. Well, one, he was probably holding it together because this piece was gone, and it split from here down to here on the seam. You see there's a seam here where they're fit together. So I just, you know, drilled some holes and put these zip ties in. Then I kind of filed them down so they're not sharp, so that I can run my hand over them. I'm not getting cut or anything. So yeah, I made all this. This was off a broken mulch cover for Craftsman. So I took that, bolted it onto here. Had to drill a hole, bolted in there. There was a hole here. I just siliconed it up. This piece kind of was already here, this stem, but I modified it. Plus it wasn't solid, it was flopping around. So, and then I put this hook on the rubber bungee. So it's all really tight now, and the rest of it's in really good shape, you know. So a lot of times they'll break and stuff back here too, but this one's good. So anyway, why don't we I'm going to take the tubes out and put them back in the bags for storage because I don't need it like this. So we'll go out and give her a mow. right, guys. Well, there it is. All repowered. So, if you like this kind of stuff, go ahead, like and subscribe. And of course, leave me a comment. I do like the comments. So, alright guys, thanks. Bye.